Hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. We Bardon, the Nameless One, Dakon, Anna, Mort, and Ignis, who apparently wants to kill us.
Alright.
So let's head on in here. We're in the Sensorium. So we're looking for anyone we can talk to who doesn't just say Sensei. So the Sensei guide there. So let's try the different rooms. Let's go around clockwise. So Sensate. Okay, nothing else. Let's go to the next room. Oh, there's something here though. Got it for a second. Here. Okay, let's do that. This is an unusual light blue stone. It's securely fastened to the pedestal that it rests upon. Okay, so we can't do anything with it. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, violet stone. I guess they're all going to be similar. There's people in here. Both sensates. Okay. Okay, greenish yellow stone. Oh, here we are. Lady Thorncombe. This comely middle-aged woman is wandering about dreamily, absentmindedly chewing on her thumbnails. Her eyes seem focused on nothing in particular. She is dressed in elegant yet disheveled finery, and her hair is slightly tousled. Greetings. She takes her thumb from her mouth, smoothing back a strand of hair that has fallen in front of her eyes. Are you by chance Lady Thorncombe? Her eyes widen. Momentarily, she looks away from you. No, I am not, sir. But I think that you are, madam. I was told you were the mage's tutor of Civic Festal. Lady Thorncombe puts on a sullen look. And if I was this woman, what of it? I had hoped to receive training in the magical arts. I shall dash your hopes to pieces then. I no longer wish to teach magic. Now go, leave me in peace. But why not? As if it were any concern of yours. But it is. I seek to learn and you can teach. I would know what I might do to convince you to train me. She sighs loudly and resumes chewing on her thumbnail. I doubt there's much you can offer me which I cannot find on my own. The Century Stones provide me with all things that my considerable wealth cannot buy. The Century Stones? Yes. Each stone has recorded within it one experience or another. When I first came to these halls, I spent little time with them. Only now do I realize that what I had been missing. What had you been missing? Journal. She nods, smiling. Her eyes take on a glassy sheen and she holds herself tightly. One could spend lifetimes here, among the stones, experience after wondrous experience. Mere words cannot express their magnificence. I can only suggest you see for yourself, sir. You sound addicted. She snarls at you. Nonsense. I could stop any time I wished. I merely choose to bask in their wonder. Why waste time teaching dawdling, ungrateful magelings when I could remain here among these precious stones, living 100 new lives each day? I don't think the stones are there for that. Shouldn't you seek sensation of your own to share? What you think matters little to me. Farewell. Okay, so we tried what we could with her. Now, let's continue on. They're all just sensates. Maybe she's the only person that we can talk to in here. Sensate. Okay. Still gonna explore all the rooms, because that's what you do. This is an unusual reddish orange stone. Okay. Two sensates and another two. Okay. So we may as well touch the stone. This is an unusual violet stone. Okay. This is an unusual bluish purple stone. It's securely fastened to the pedestal that rests upon. Okay, I don't think there is anyone at all then that we can talk to other than her. Okay, so let's head on out then. I want to try the public one now because we were recommended to try it. Can you show me to the sensoriums? There are two. Take me to the public sensorium then. Done. It's the same place, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So let's head on out then. There's nothing else we can do.
All right.
Let's pop out here. Let's talk to you about the whole mage thing, since you want to be the new mage king. You see Salabash the Onyx. He makes a brief but graceful half bow. Again you stand before me. Yes, I had some questions. What did you mean by future mage tutor? Okay. You could always bring up the fact that she's addicted to Century Stones. She doesn't seem to want to teach anymore.
Updated my journal.
Salabash's tight lip curls into a nasty smile. Is she now? And she no longer cares to teach. Excellent. He rubs his hands together eagerly. I request to be made a new mage tutor shortly. Okay, that's all I wish to know. Farewell. Okay, so I want to go and tell her that we've told him.
All right.
If that makes any sense. Okay, so she's over here somewhere. There's this room, isn't it? Not there anymore. Oh, here she is over here. Okay, let's go talk to her. I just wondered if you knew that Salabash was happy to hear of your decision and was requested to be made the new mage tutor. Salabash, that portly little oaf, the man couldn't magic his way out of a mildewed sack. Now, what is this decision you speak of? Why, your decision to remain in the Sensoriums and to longer train less experienced mages.
Updated my journal.
What would I... Yes, Lady Thorncombe? She glares at you. Asinine, wholly asinine. Should you see Salabash again, tell him not to bother. I should return to the training chambers at once. Okay, that's good for us. Let's talk to one of these guides and see if there's something we can find out. This man's gentle voice complements his calm and refined demeanour. Greetings. Are you here to use one of the Century Stones? Yes, I am. There are currently more than a dozen standard sensations available, as well as 6 more extravagant experiences. The use of a standard stone is 10 copper commons. The more involved ones would cost 150 coppers. Would you care to hear the standard or the extravagant sensation? Let's try the extravagant. The man nods, smiling, explains the more involved sensation. Will one of these suit? Horrible regret will do. Shock in her eyes to seething venture will do. Slowly dawning horror. Incredible frustration. A vastly important secret like lycanthropy. Actually, can you tell me what the standard ones? Unavoidable pain, tender love, mind-numbing tedium, sheer wonder, consuming impatience will do. Tired surrender. Show more. Not right now, farewell. No, I don't want to do any of those things.
All right.
So let's get ourselves out.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
We do.
Done.
Okay, so we're done in there. Sorry for the brief moment of nothingness. So I want to explore a bit further. Yeah, look that. Whatever it is, that door always gets closed again. Okay, let's go through here. I want to listen to here, and then I want to go down to the fest halls. See if we can actually get in there. Let's stay for the lecture. Thin and sharp features, his yellow skin covered with tattoos. This man looks over the room and at the inhabitants with cold black eyes. He appears to be giving a lecture. I am known as 3 Planes Aligned, a Jerry scholar. If you are here for my lecture, it begins in a few moments. Mort sighs loudly. Come on, Chief. Are we really going to stay for this? Just be quiet for a bit, Mort. I want to listen now. He speaks in a very low, somber tone. Today I shall speak of the power of alignment and belief, and how they shape the planes. First I shall explain the concept of alignment. Alignment is a descriptor of one's beliefs, and how one acts upon those beliefs. At their core, all creatures predominantly behave in one of 3 ways, with good in their heart, with evil in their heart, or indifference, or neutrality in their heart. They predominantly express each of these core behaviors in one of 3 different ways: in ordered manner, in a chaotic manner, or in an indifferent manner, neutral manner. Thus, there are 9 core alignments that one is capable of. The 9 alignments then are lawful good, neutral good, and a chaotic good. Neutral, lawful neutral, true neutral, and chaotic neutral. Lawful evil, neutral evil, and chaotic evil. Now, I shall speak of the power of alignment and the beliefs it engenders, of how from them the very deities gain strength, and how belief can physically affect one's environment. Let's keep listening. A deity must have worshippers, for it is the fate of such subjects which give them power. As converts are made and more come to behave believe in a god, the more power that God receives. Conversely, when no one believes in a deity, it withers and dies, joining the corpses of other gods that float on the astral plane. It is thus possible to slay a deity by simply forgetting about them. Okay? A much more striking example of the power of alignment and belief, however, can be seen within the sliding of gate towns. First, though, I would define gate towns. Gate towns are towns on the outlands, the largely neutral area which Sigil spins over the centre of. They are called gate towns because they are built around a permanent gate, or portal, to one of the outer planes. Each of these outer planes has its own alignment. The Abyss is chaotic and evil, Bathor is lawful and evil, Mechanus is lawful and neutral, Mount Celestia is lawful and good, the outlands again are true neutral, leaning to neither law nor chaos. Sliding occurs when there is a high concentration of belief in an area of different, different belief. When this occurs, the area itself will move or slide to a plane that matches the new belief. Now, the gate towns usually have a strong belief that matches the outer plane beyond the portal, but the belief is not yet strong enough for the town to slide from the outland and into the outer plane. For example, the town of Ribcage borders the portal to the lawful evil plane of Bardon. As expected, the residents of Ribcage are largely lawful evil residents, but the entire town's alignment and beliefs are not strong enough so that Ribcage will slide into Bardon. For example, Ribcage might one day see the sudden rise of a lawful evil order of clerics, promoting their dark beliefs and converting many citizens to the worship or their lawful evil gods. Were this to occur, there would be a good chance that the town would slide off the neutral outlands, becoming part of the lawful evil plane of Bardon. Whole layers of planes may move this way. Thus, many wars are wars of belief and faith by necessity. They are the tools by which territory is obtained and held. This then is the power of alignment and belief to shape the planes. This session has ended. May belief guide your actions and shape the planes to your will. Farewell, all of you. Okay, let's go to the next lecture. Civilians, welcome. Please take your seats and listen to the darks of which I speak. There are no seats. Darks, give me a... Oh, it's marked. Darks, give me a break. We're really not going to listen to this rattletrap, are we? Come on, let's find some sensate chits that have never had the pleasurous sensation of tasting the fiery passion of a skull's lips. He wagged his eyebrows in anticipation. Quiet, Mort, we're staying, for a while at least. He begins speaking with a somber tone. Death. It is what awaits you at the end of life's journey. He coughs slightly, then raises his eyebrows dramatically, waving his hands at the same time. Death is not an end, but a beginning. Okay. Mort whispers. Begin no more suffering. Nod to Mort quietly. For when you die, you shall not cease to exist. No, far from it. The outer planes shall welcome you to their breasts. There, a new life, one such as you have never known, awaits you. Mort whispers. That's for sure. Oh, I bumped into my my pop guard. Sorry about that. Nod to Mort quietly. You shall cast away the tattered cloak of this life and become one of the faithful, a petitioner. As a petitioner, on this outer plane, your life's journey shall truly begin. If you have been a goodly sort of gentleman, steadfast in charity and goodwill towards your fellow bloods, perhaps the light-blanketed slopes of Mount Celestia shall house you when you die. Your spirit shall pass onto this place, dwelling as a petitioner, in the beauty of golden mornings, soft sunlight that caresses. He sighs dreamily. Mort whispers. An eternal boredom. Perhaps you lived your life to betray others and get ahead, giving lies instead of truth, backstabbing others, all to accomplish your own goals. Cold, blood-red Kasseri, the plane where all turncoats fall when they pass on, shall be the cage that imprisons you. As a petitioner on this way, excuse me, another bloody yawn. I don't know what's going on. You shall live a life of treachery and treacheries, of lies and lying, knowing a life without trust. Mort whispers. Looks like we know where we both are going to end up when we die. Let's just keep nodding to Mort. He hunches over, his eyes dart back and forth. And perhaps you have lived a life of bloodthirsty evil, contemptuous of your fellow man, laying others low and doing as you please without a care for who or what you hurt. Let's keep listening. then it is perhaps one of the lower planes, Bathor, or the chaotic swirling layers of the abyss that shall welcome you. Evil to the core are the spirits that come to this plane, and most are doomed to mindless cruelty and suffering or servitude in the dreaded, he whispers dramatically, Blood War. Mort whispers, and that's if you're lucky. No matter where you go, know this. You shall be embarking on a new life, my Sigilians. Mort whispers, and that's supposed to be an incentive? We get to do all this all again? Gee, I can't wait to be a floating skull all over again. Pike him, what a thar. Spoken just like someone who hasn't died before, huh? You shall be able to start anew without the burden of memory or your past life. Your soul goal, if you will, he smiles at his own humor, is to merge with this new plane that you are on, becoming one with the ideals and the very substance of the plane itself. You shall be one of the inhabitants, the petitioners on this plane, or ideally, one of the building blocks upon which the plane is built. It is the goal of all petitioners to accomplish this goal. You, he claps his hands together for emphasis, must hold to your ideals. Mort whispers, oh, this one, big steaming load. Your ideals, good or evil, law or chaos, or somewhere in between. As you approach the alignment of the plane, your journey will end as you become part of the plane itself. 'Tis a glorious existence, my Sigilians. And that is what awaits you after death, my audience. Have a care as to how you live your life. But now that it is not oblivion that awaits, but know that it is not oblivion that awaits you after this life. Mort says aloud, what wash? The speaker's head turns to face Mort, frowning slightly. He leans out, trying to see who spoke. A question from one of the living, perhaps? Mort ducks below Drexler's field of view, then turns to you and whispers, go ahead, Chief. Tell him the dark of it. Yes, I have a question. What's a petitioner? A petitioner is what you become when you arrive on this new plane after you have died. As a petitioner, you forsake memory and past life, focusing solely on your new one. And the goal of this new one is, he waits for a response from you with a smile, to merge with the plane. Very good. It looks as if some of my words actually have sunk into that skull of yours. The audience chuckles. I had another question. Can a petitioner die? He looks slightly uncomfortable at this. Well, yes. How? He looks a little more uncomfortable. Well, through any of the normal means, really. Great, another death. Sign me up. There's laughter from the audience. The speaker looks angry. What happens when they die? He looks a little more uncomfortable. Well, you merge with the plane. What if the petitioner dies on a plane other than their home plane? He looks very uncomfortable. Well, then that is the end of life there. But no petitioner wants to leave their home plane, friend. He looks around, realizing he's in a trap. To do so would be oblivion should they die, really. I had another question. Why do petitioners lose their memories? He raised an eyebrow. Many pardons, what? I said, why do petitioners lose their memories when they die? He looks uncomfortable. Well, you know, who wishes to be burdened with such things as memories? The audience murmurs. I do. The speaker smirks. Looking at you, sir, I cannot begin to wonder why. The audience chuckles. So why do they lose their memories? He frowns, begins to say something, then stops. After a moment he continues, choosing his words carefully. I imagine that it is because you must start afresh, your petitioner soul pure, when you arrive on your new plane. And why should you have to do that, when all your life experience have determined what plane you end up on? He looks very uncomfortable. Well, he pauses. I don't know. That's no answer. He becomes slightly angry. Do you have a better answer, my friend? Perhaps one you can share? The audience turns to face you. I don't remember where or when, but I seem to recall having heard that memories drift on the astral plane as memory cores. An audience member shouts out, "He's right!" The speaker turns to face the audience member. Well, perhaps he is. Well then, the question becomes, is a lifetime of memories more important than living life again? Yes, it is, he says angrily. Then it's simple enough. Don't die, friend. The audience chuckles. I had another question. What if someone can't die? He laughs. Nonsense. Everyone dies, friend. Even gods die. I can't die. Oh, truly? Look, everyone, a rare treat. One of the great immortals is gracious with his presence. Greetings, O mortal. The audience laughs. I can prove it. Oh, do. There's more laughter than the audience. From the audience. What sport? Take heed, my audience. I think we shall have a rare display of my lecture today. Come up here, O immortal, and we shall see who is right and who is dead. Kill yourself and get back up. The speaker turns white at this, taking a step back. By the powers, I think it's only fair that you prove your point now. The audience watches in morbid fascination. Well now, go on, die, here, now. Prove your words to be true. Embrace your life as a petitioner. I don't like where this is going, I have to say. He gulps. Now, he offers weakly. Hey, I must confess that I'm not quite ready to depart this life yet. So this great new life on the other planes may not be all it's supposed to be. The speaker is aware of his hypocrisy, but is afraid of the alternative. Perhaps not, huh? He glances quickly at the audience. Well, certainly not now. As I thought, I had another question. What determines which plane you go to when you die? Your alignment, of course. Good people are destined for the upper planes, and bad people are cast into the lower planes. He rolls his eyes, clapping his hands to his heart dramatically. May the powers have mercy on their soul. Where do neutral people go? He raises an eyebrow. An excellent question, excellent. Humes to the audience, raising a finger. Oh, maybe that means he turns. The answer is this. A spirit that has lived a life of complete neutrality with no leaning toward good or evil becomes a petitioner on the outlands, the lands that encircle Sigil. They are destined for no plane except the land that lies right outside our sky and of which the spire is a part. I had another question. Explain the line. We already explained the line. Does this say that this life is where we end up when we die? The speaker chuckles derisively. Some members of the audience chuckle as well. There are countless petitioners, my friend, dustmen among them, who would disagree with dustman philosophy. Tell me about the Blood War. Have you not heard of this, O clueless one? The war between the Batsu and Tanari. I do not have the centuries it would take to describe this conflict. Seek out another, for that is not what this lecture is about. I had another question. I wanted to ask about one of the planes you mentioned, the Abyss. A plane of over 600 layers of festering chaos and evil, home to the fiendish Tanari. He gestures dramatically, but you should seek out someone more knowledgeable on this plane than I. Of Bathor. 9 regimented plane of lawful evil. He chuckles and gestures dramatically. Home to the fiendish Batsu. Sign a contract with them and you'll be wrapped in their chains of intrigue for life. He smiles. But you should seek out someone more knowledgeable. Okay, he's going to say the same thing at the end, I think, of each of the planes. Karseri. The prison plane, cold, brutal and washed with red, betrayers and liars make their home there. It is said that the Titans are imprisoned here when they were hurled from Olympus. He gestures dramatically. but you should seek out someone more knowledgeable. Okay. Mount Celestia. Mount Celestia, plane of eternal good and fate. He clasped his hands together in prayer, where divas fly the skies, archons rule with honor and nobility. The very model of goodness. He smiled, but you should seek out someone more knowledgeable on the planes than I. Okay, I've no more questions. Get ready to leave. He looks eager to wrap things up. Then I shall end this session. I shall continue to lecture here at the hall, so tell all your friends. Okay, and I think that is the end of our video. So I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, please consider hitting the like button down there. But from myself, Bardon, the Nameless One, Dakon, Anna, Mort, and Ignis, it's goodbye, and we really do hope to see all of you next time. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.